Hello everyone. Do you ever think that self-help books are exhausted? You want to read the things but you are never hooked to that because the language is so hard, so difficult that you didn't even get understand. Do you also want to read the books but you are not able to read it because of the language, the length of the book, the thickness, the basic structure, or you don't have an interest to it? So well, this video is for you. If you think to read book or to become a reader in 2025, to start with your bookish journey, I think this video will gonna help you. Hey Krishna, this is Bubbly and welcome to my channel, The Bookish Bubbly. So basically, here I'm suggesting you 5 different books for beginners under 100 pages are packed with adventure, mysteries, romance, cute short stories about fantasy and old-fashioned story. These 5 books are like very amazing and it's best to start with these books if you have no reading interest. These books will really gonna help you and make you a reader that has made me too. Okay, so let's get into the video. The 5 amazing books which is perfect for beginners or anyone who wants just a short, cute and satisfying reading. These books are helpful for you. So the first book which I would like to definitely recommend to you is that Ruskin Bond by Blue Umbrella. It's a very short, cute story about a girl named Binya who has her obsession with her umbrella, but a shopkeeper man tries to snatch it away. One day, the shopkeeper sees her umbrella and he has an idea to take it from her, and that makes a story with it. The girl is a girl from a small village. This book is very simple, it's just 80 pages long. It has a very a short quick story that makes a fast and quick reading for it if you are a beginner, and it's perfect for you to start with Ruskin Bond. Many of the readers have started with this because of its cuteness of story written in a very beautiful village, the full description, the kindness, simple and beautiful language full of nature description, and will engage you to read the books. And also definitely it will make a fan of you of Ruskin Bond. He has wrote so many books which are for kids and he's famous among the kids for the books which we are writing. To our second books of our today's bucket list is that Hidden Pool by Ruskin Bond. It's basically one of the most classic novella of Ruskin Bond, India's most beloved author. In this particular book, he basically tells you about three friendship named Rusty, Anil, and Kamal who find a secret pool in a mountain that becomes his secret place for their fun excitement of adventurous place. That place become their secrets that they are determined to find the way of it, that what it's about. They explore the pool of the surrounding, they are just excited about what to explore, what next in that particular island. They encounter with a variety of characters in that particular mountain, grumpy old man, a girl, and a dangerous animal. This book is full of suspense, humor, excitement, adventurous, and also one of the most suspenseful books. It's a heartwarming story of friendship, courage, and a kind of nature and the power of nature. So this is also a basic reading, and without any hesitation you can start reading with it. You will love the process of how the way Ruskin Bond has described in its language, and it's a basic reading. Like trust me, you will have a fun that okay you are reading this. Our third book of our today's list is that Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I have made a separate video on this. You should definitely go and watch it. You will learn a lot more thing about himself, and he has died in his very young age, that how despite being a lawyer he was studying, he still continues his writing because he's always wanted to be a writer, but his father couldn't support him, and that displayed a very father son relations and a lot more thing. You should go and watch that, but in this I'll tell you that why you should read Franz Kafka Metamorphosis. It because Franz Kafka has a very limited writing of his because he died at a young age, and most of his books are unpublished, or maybe it's about a person named Samson Grigor who finds himself one morning transformed into a giant insect. How her sisters help him throughout. This book is particularly divided into three different parts. Each part had a separate own
This
version.
book
Is just 96 pages, and in the first part it tells you about that one day how he wakes up and he transformed into an insect, how his life has become, and how he adjusts with his new body, with his family reaction towards his transformation. The second part is basically about the life that he was going through, you know, being in a body of an insect, about all the things that has been told. Grigor's family are forced to go to himself for the work to support his family, as Grigor is no longer to do the job and earn bread for them, and also he has been no longer to provide them. They become increasingly resentful of Grigor as he is of no use now, and because of his conditions. Third part, they basically says that how Grigors finally died and the families are free from the circumstances that they have been going on since far because of Grigor, and they feel relieved that okay, this man has gone, finally move on with their life further. It's the most read book in 20th century, and that has been a lot of interpretation by different believe that the story is about alienation, while others believe is that the story is about a human condition. And you will strange to know that Franz Kafka didn't even publish this book ever in his lifetime. It was just because of his friend whom he told that not to publish the book when he'll die, but ultimately he ended up publishing all the books. Just because of him, we have found for few of his readings and books, writings, letters of Franz Kafka, whatever we have left till today. Now coming to our fourth book of our today's list is that Animal Farm by George Orwell. It's a story that basically tells you about a group of animals that has been several against human farmer and established their own society. Animals are initially successful, but soon they establish their new state, eventually ruled by a Napoleon animal and basically a pig, and that eventually turns into a totalitarian state. The Stalinist era of Soviet Union is also about a cautionary tale about a dangerous totalitarianism and the abuse of power. The book consists of 100 to 115 pages, but you will love it, and the way they have interest, that basically if you have an interest in history you will love this book more, or if you don't have, you can skip this one. Now coming to the last book of our today's list is that Ruskin Bond, all leads, is that The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. It's about an old Cuban fisherman who passed his day 84 continuous days without even catching a single fish. Iago is determined to prove himself, so he sails to the Gulf to catch the fish. In search of giant marlin. After a long time, he finally catches the fish. It's eaten by shark on the way back to his shore. This book is basically about adventurous animals, seas, and if someone you like, you don't feel like giving up. As Santiago hasn't caught a single fish, and people used to like, okay, he haven't hasn't caught the fish, but instead of that, he didn't even give up, and basically people think that he is washed up. On to find overcoming challenges and the strength you didn't know you had. This book is a must read. You should start it. You will get a kind of inspiring reason you story. Should read The Old Man and the Sea. It's a classic novella, and that's the reason. So with this we are ending up the today's video, that I've told you all the basic books that you should read it, all the books which have a very different, like setting up and everything. You will love the way of how they have described. Trust me, the English are very basic, like aram so you can continue with the books and everything without any trouble. And let me know if you have read any of this book, or if you want any sort of video in any sort of books or any sort of genres. I will definitely make a video on this, and I'm currently reading some of the books more of Ruskin Bond because I have found his language, his books, his setup, his imagination, his creativity, the way he describes India, and the short stories, that there's a lot of reasons that why he's in the heart of every kids, and I just loved it. So do tell me in the comment section, and also to like the video and hit the like button, subscribe button for more such content, and I'm on a way to make explore so many things. So if you are till here, thank you so much for watching me.